Did you know Coronation Street was almost called Florizel Street? Creator Tony Warren came up with the name after a picture he owned of Prince Florizel. The show was eventually renamed Coronation Street after Agnes, the tea lady at Granada, said it sounded like a disinfectant, although a separate account suggests she felt it sounded altogether too much like Isel, a well-known brand of loo roll at the time. Well, that's the fact for the day. Moving on. I'm Adriana Walsh from Soap Insider, and here are 5 spoilers for this week on the world's longest-running television soap opera. Spoiler 1. Megan sets her sights on Will once more. Will is left shaken after Sam lashes out at him in the cafe, calling him evil and wishing him dead, unaware that Sam's hallucinations are behind the outburst. Ben later tells Eva that Megan has ruined Will's life. A distressed Will climbs the shop scaffolding with a bottle of vodka. Asher spots Will and texts Maggie for help, while Hope rushes to the roofers. Maggie climbs up and urges Will to take back control of his life. As the Driscoll family watch anxiously below, Maggie tries to talk him down. Unnoticed by anyone, Megan watches from a distance. Later, Hope urges Will to tell his dad the truth about Megan, but when a note with Megan's new number falls from his coat, he's left facing a difficult choice. Hope invites Will over to revise, but Fizz warns her to keep her distance as he's clearly struggling. While revising English, Will laughs at Hope comparing his love life to Romeo and Juliet, unaware Eva is listening nearby. But when Fizz walks in, trouble could be brewing.
Spoiler 2. The truth behind Theo's brutal murder slowly begins to surface. George and Christina try to make peace with Todd, but he gives them the cold shoulder. Mary also attempts to smooth things over, but Todd announces he is moving in with Sarah. Sarah leaves Kit, who is away in Glasgow, a voicemail explaining that Todd is staying for a few days and asking him to come home soon. Danielle pays for Theo's funeral flowers, prompting Tracy to wonder whether she is expecting a large inheritance. George suggests this could point to a motive for murder. Shaken by a phone call, Todd tells Sarah he will not attend Theo's funeral. At the service, Danielle accuses him of killing Theo for the life insurance money, but Mary defends Todd and jokes that she could be the killer instead, forcing Danielle to leave. Outside, Ryan tells her he saw her on the night of the murder. As tensions grow, one witness lies to the police about where they were on the night Theo died. Flashbacks later reveal what they really saw, what they did, and why they stayed quiet. By the end of the week, Ryan shares his suspicions about Danielle with Lisa, who brings her in for questioning. Could Danielle now be the prime suspect?
Spoiler 3. Daniel becomes the target of a vicious online hate. Daniel tells Ken that Bertie is being bullied over cruel social media posts and vows to confront Truth Teller. Later, Jody reads Daniel's angry online reply, but when he catches her with his phone, will she confess? Daniel later reveals he has reported the trolling to the police, who are set to investigate. As Daniel approaches number 1, 2 lads ambush him, covering themselves in paint and filming themselves hurling abuse, while Daniel lashes out and threatens to kill them. Ken suggests Daniel take a holiday to clear his head, but Daniel admits he never went to the Lake District at all and instead hid in his flat, with Jody as his only support. Shocked, Ken tells him that Bertie deserves better. Later, Daniel notices that Truth Teller has deleted all the posts and disappeared. Relieved, he gathers Ken, Tracy, Alia and Jody in the bistro to celebrate. But is the ordeal truly over?
Spoiler 4. Betsy and Dylan compete for the same job. Betsy faces fresh heartache as she and boyfriend Dylan find themselves competing for the same job at Speed Dal. Leanne gives the pair a trial shift at the Pakistani street food restaurant, but makes clear that only one position is available, and they will both need to prove themselves.
Spoiler 5. Idris makes his presence felt on the cobbles. Brody heads out for a run as a young lad named Damo slips out of a nearby car. During his trial shift at Speed Dal, Brody is left red-faced when rowdy businessmen spill curry on his trainers. Newcomer Idris steps in, demands compensation and throws the men out. Alia warmly embraces Idris, and Leanne recognizes him as Carl's cousin. While most give him a warm welcome, Adam takes an instant dislike to him. Idris reveals he has bought a property agency in Manchester, and Bromedy quickly asks for his help. But out of sight, Idris grabs Damo and pulls him into the ginnel. What are they up to? Later in the week, Daniel loses his temper in Speed Dahl after spotting Idris laughing at footage of him being trolled online. Idris offers Brody his first job, clearing out a flat in the precinct after the previous tenant did a runner. However, when Alia, Adam and Idris celebrate Eid together, Alia suggests her cousin move in with them instead. Leanne later stands up to a thug and sends him packing, impressing Idris. He invites her for a drink at the Rovers and leans in for a kiss as they grow closer. Alia is alarmed when Leanne admits what happened and warns her to stay away from Idris. He soon proves himself a womanizer by flirting with Tracy.